When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arkansas's offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Going to swing it on second down. Going to try to get it himself. At the 45 on his way. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kentucky's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Split backs here. They think there's room to run to the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Using the quick game. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Line gets set, first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so...
Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they stretch that lead to 16. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for space. It's Stout. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Buys a little time. Got the 1st down himself. And he gets out of here and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Under fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Kentucky going quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner goes down. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes a hit as he fires.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. Get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Here's a heat. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the tailback. Turning it on. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense.
He's going for the goal line, and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Let's go. Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to buy time. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll try to pop the draw. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
From the gun, the ground game. Nice move to keep running. Brought down, but not before he pulled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's a draw. Bust through behind his pad. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Wants to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Booth. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll line up to go for two. Here we go. He wants to throw it. Moving away from pressure. He's into the end zone for the two and extends the lead. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Going to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. Oh, what a cut! And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. They want to throw it. Looking for an open area to his left. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. His drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them everywhere. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Under fire. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Got room to work. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football and block. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten. At this point, you've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.